Good evening, all of you. I'm Srishti and Govinda Gowder presenting you today ISO 1401, a guide to environmental management systems. This presentation will explore the ISO 1401 standard for environmental management systems, that is EMS, outlining its benefits and key components. We will dwell into the process of implementing an EMS from identifying environmental aspects to achieving certifications by understanding the framework and its implementations. We can effectively manage the environmental impacts and contribute to a suitable future. Overview of ISO 1400 families. ISO 1401 establishes the requirements of an effective EMS. ISO 1404 provides guidance on the principal systems and techniques for developing, implementing, and maintaining EMS. ISO 1405 offers guidance on environmental auditing. ISO 1406 provides guidance on environmental design and developments. Benefits of implementing ISO 1401. Reduced environmental impacts. By identifying and controlling environmental aspects, you can minimize negative impacts on the environment. Improved resource efficiency. An EMS promotes sources optimization during waste and energy consumption. Enhanced brand reputation. Demonstrating commitments to environmental responsibilities strengthen your brand image. Competitive advantage. ISO 1401 certification can differentiate your organization and attract customers and investors. The key components of an ISO 1401 EMS are 5. Commitment and policy, planning, implementation and operation, checking and corrective action, management review. Identifying environmental aspects and impacts. Operation. Production processes, energy consumption, waste generation, emissions. While the transportation include vehicle emissions, fuel consumption, package waste. Where administration include paper consumption, energy use, and waste disposal. Employees, that is, commuting, travel, and personal practices. Setting environmental objectives and targets. First one, you must be very specific, clearly define and be measurable on what your goals are. And being measurable, qualifying and tracking processes. Achievable, realistic and attainable within given resources. Relevant, align with the organization's overall goals. Time bound, define time frame for achieving the objectives. The operational control and procedures include documentation, that is, detailed procedures for managing environmental aspects, training, ensuring employees understand the following procedures, equipment maintenance, regular maintenance to minimize environmental impacts, emergency preparedness, planning for responding to environmental incidents. So, preparing a checklist before the organization control and procedures. First comes the documentation. You must be documenting each and every detail that you will be undergoing in this process. Training. The employee training plays a very important role while the employees must know how all the procedures are and what is the steps included in the maintenance of the EMS. The emergency preparedness, being ready to handle any such situations which appear in the following EMS. Monitoring, measurement, and evaluation. First one is record keeping, tracking environmental performance data. Next one is auditing, that is accessing compliance with the EMS. Third one would be performance indicators, measuring progress towards objectives. Fourth is reporting, communicating performance data to stakeholders. So management review and continual improvement. Review, regular assessments of the EMS effectiveness, evaluation, identifying opportunities for improvement, action planning, developing plans to address identified issues, implementations, putting plans into action. Steps to ISO 1401 certification would be there are 7 different steps. First one is commitment. Establish commitment to the top management. When you have committed to certain project to the management, you must be committed and enhance yourself to complete the project. And next would be documentation. Develop and implement an EMS documentation system. Why documentation plays an important role is you will be having responsibility over the project to attend the management responses. So documentation of each and every file in each and every auditing system plays a very important role. Training employees on the EMS procedures. Yet again, training the employees on how the EMS procedures is done is very important. Gap analysis. Uh, um, Access compliance with ISO 1400 requirements. Implementation. Put the EMS into practice. Audit. Undergo a certification audit. Certification. Receive an ISO 1400 certification. These are the steps we can achieve for the ISO management. So the key takeaways of ISO 1401 is environmental management EMS structure for controlling environmental impact. Benefits include reduced cost, improved efficiency, and enhanced reputation. The key components are planning, implementation, monitoring, review, and improvements. And certification process, gap analysis, implementation audits, and certification. ISO 1401 Insights. This presentation provided a comprehensive overview of ISO 1401, an internationally recognized standard for environmental management system EMS. We explored the key benefits of implementing an EMS, including reduced environmental impacts, cost savings, and improved operational efficiency. The core components of an effective EMS were outlined, emphasizing planning, implementation, monitoring, review, and continual improvement. The certification process was detailed, covered steps such as gap analysis, implementation, audit, and the final certification. Ultimately, ISO 1401 certification demonstrates your organization's commitments to environmental responsibilities and sustainable practices. Thank you.